Good morning, Miss Tudlaw. Presented to you right now is about the Katerlia ng Katipunan by Jim Richardson. Allow me first to introduce my group mates. I am with today to present this topic. Me, Heidi Ann Benson, Shena Makahiya, and Jairus Olinares. Now let's begin. Si Jim Richardson ay isang British historian at researcher na naglaan ng maraming taon sa pag-aaral ng history ng Pilipinas, lalo na sa mga documents ng Katipunan or KKK. Inaral at translate niya ang mga liham, batas, rituals, at meeting records para ma-explain sa English ang mga salitang Tagalog. Ang layunin niya ay maipakita sa mambabasa, scholars, students, sa mga Pilipino sa modernong panahon ang malinaw na pagtanaw sa kaisipan at paghihirap ng Katipunan noong Rebolusyon. Next slide, please. Ito, content of the source. Introduction and studies. Merong introduction and studies. Dito papakita ang pangkahalatang kasaysayan ng Katipunan. Tinatalakay din dito ang pag-angat ni Andres Bonifacio at iba pang mga pinuno. Gayon din ang kahalagahan ng wika, symbolism, mga lihim at ritual sa samahan. Kasama rin dito ang pagsusuri at pag-e-explain ng mga documents na iniwan ng KKK. Meron din dito documents ng Katipunan kung saan ang mga pangunahing sulatin ng Katipunan ay originally written in Tagalog at may English translation. Kabilang dito ang Katerya ng Katipunan na nagsisilbing gabay sa moral at makabayang aral. At mga batas ng Katipunan na nagpapakita ng rules and management ng organization. Nariyan din ang ritual ng pagtanggap ng bagong kasapi, mga liham, ng komunikasyon ng mga pinuno, mga meeting records, pati na ang mga panawagan, pahayag at panunumpa na nagpapakita ng pagkakaisa at layunin ng Katipunan. Meron ding themes highlighted in the documents na pinapakita ang mga pangunahing ideas at pinahalaga ng Katipunan. Una, yung goal nila ay yung free at equality para sa lahat. Pangalawa is yung binibigyang diin ang kahalagahan ng pagiging disiplinado, tapat, at marunong magpanatili ng liham or lihim pala bilang isang miyembro. Pangatlo naman, makikita rin ang pagkakapatiran or brotherhood, ang sinasabi dito na uh, brotherhood, and nationalism sa kanilang mga ritual. Kasama rin ang moral lessons katulad ng honesty, compassion, at sacrifice para sa bayan. Ang appendix and notes, ito ang mga karagdagang paliwanag. Sa part na ito ay makikita ang iba pang important details sa tumutulong para mas maintindihan ang mga dokumento ng Katipunan. Nakalagay dito ang pinagmulan ng mga dokumentong ginamit paliwanag sa mga salitang Tagalog noong 1890s na maaaring mahirap intindihin ngayon at komentary sa mga dokumentong kulang o pinagduduhanan ang pagiging tunay. Okay, next slide na po.
For the historical context, it was created during the final decades of Spanish colonial rule, the period of widespread inequalities, abuses, and oppression. The early reform efforts by the propaganda movement failed, and the Spanish ignored petitions and writings of ilustrados like Rizal and Del Pilar. Ilustrados are educated Filipino elites who studied abroad and advocated for reforms through writing and petitions, while the propaganda movement is the peaceful reform movement from the 1880s to 1890s that used newspapers and literature to push for Filipino representation in the Spanish government. In 1892, the Katipunan marked a shift from peaceful reform to armed revolution. For structural context, the Katipunan grew rapidly, which made it difficult to maintain unity and loyalty. The Decalogue and Cartilla explained what the members were expected to do and how they should behave ethically. These are their duties, proper conduct, honesty, loyalty, etc. The Decalogue is a 10-point code of conduct written by Diodato Aureliano, and the Cartilla, a more comprehensive moral guide written by Emilio Jacinto, known as the brain of the Katipunan. The text helps filter out those joining only for curiosity or personal gain. They served as both instruction manuals and loyalty tests. For cultural context, adopting similar organizational structures, rituals, and morals, which was inspired by Freemasonry, a fraternal organization that originated from Europe. It is a secret society structure with initiation rituals, symbolic ceremonies, and hierarchical membership levels. The ideas of liberty, equality, fraternity, reason, and progress were translated into Tagalog. Basically, French revolutionary ideas were adapted to Filipino context and translated into the local language. We integrated biblical teachings, folk Christianity, and indigenous traditions, which are popular religious practices that blended Catholic teachings with pre-colonial Filipino beliefs. And for the functional context, was risky as Spanish authorities actively hunted Katipunan members. The underground distribution are where documents were hidden, memorized, or passed secretly between trusted members. And despite these dangers, documents were as essential for recruitment and ideological instruction. The recruitment tool, our text help identify serious revolutionary versus casual sympathizers. And lastly, their survival highlights their role in preserving the revolutionary vision.
When we talk about Philippine Revolution, we often hear about battles and heroes, but the light of liberty gives us something deeper. It brings us into the world of Katipunan, not through second-hand stories, but through their own words, letters, oaths, and dreams. It reminds us that history was not made by the generals, but also by the ordinary Filipinos.
Okay, so that's all.
Hindi pa ako tapos. Nagsalita ka kasi akala ko sasabihin ka.
Oh, sorry.
Ulitin ko na lang.
Okay, okay. You
When we
can.
talk, okay. When we talk about Philippine Revolution, we often hear about battles and heroes, but the light of liberty gives us something deeper. It brings us into the world of Katipunan, not through second-hand stories, but their own words, their letters, oaths, and dreams. It reminds us that history was not made by just the generals, but the ordinary Filipino who dare to hope. These were real people with fears and families who believed freedom was worth everything. And that belief is what shaped our nation. Their words let us feel their courage and their pain. And that belief is what shaped our nation. Their words let us feel courage and their pain. Reminds us that fight for freedom was both heavy and deeply human. It makes us realize that our independence was born not only from strength, but also from love for family, for country, and for the generation yet to come. That's all.
So that's all. Thank you.